So, how do you deal with bad reviews, and how do you deal with customers that are not happy with you? Here's how I deal with it. We really pride ourselves. This location has 148 reviews. There's all kinds of controversy around Google reviews right now. Reviews, a lot of our reviews have been taken down. We don't know why. We've reached out to Google a lot of times. Our account was actually suspended. We have no idea why. Could be a competitor. We have no idea. So getting reviews is more important than ever. Real reviews from real people with real IP addresses from, you provided a service for their home. And we really pride ourselves on getting great reviews because we want to provide an excellent experience. So here's an example of a bad review. We've had 5-star reviews for a long time. This was one of our first ones, and this was a year ago. We've been in business since 2016. This is in 2022, and we did the roof in 2019. So crazy, crazy story. There's always two sides of every story. I'm going to tell you my side and tell you how I try to deal with customers. So this guy hired us to do his roof. It was an insurance job. We knew it was. We provided an estimate to him that matched his insurance price. It was a fair price. It was a pretty nice sized roof, and he had a $1,700 deductible. And we were very clear. We've always been clear. We never cover deductibles in any way. Customer knows that they're supposed to pay for their own deductible. So this is probably a 4,000 square foot house in a really nice neighborhood, brick, 12-12 pitch. A lot of homes around the country are like this. Really nice house, probably $500,000 or $600,000 house back then. Now it's $700,000 or $800,000 house. So, long story short, really nice house, $1,700 deductible. We start tearing the roof off. He has signed a contract for X amount of dollars. I don't remember what it was. He tells us when we have the roof half torn off that he's not going to pay the deductible. And so we had agreed to do a cricket on his chimney, which was not paid by the insurance. We were just going to cover the cost because it's the right thing to do. Hey, we're going to do a cricket because, and it wasn't in our contract. We just told him, hey, we need to build a cricket. So we had guys go get material to build it because the way that the previous cricket was done was not right. Anyway, long story short, he refused to pay the entire invoice amount. So he wrote this long thing, and then I wrote quite a long response. So I highly recommend responding to every single Google review right away if it's positive or negative. Google likes it. People like it. You need to respond. Don't just let it sit out there. I just was very diplomatic about my response. Essentially just said, hey, everything he's saying is true, but he's not telling the entire truth. Is that he didn't actually pay his bill. And then he said, hey, I'll pay you $200 for the next year or something like that. And he still didn't do that. So we had to float an extra $1,700 for a roof. I know it's not a ton of money, but it is the principle that he signed a contract. He chose not to pay that contract, and we still did a good job. He got a complete full warranty from the manufacturer, a complete roof systems, a system. My guys got paid. I paid for the material, and he was still shortening us the amount he was supposed to be paying. So anyway, that's how I deal with reviews. Very diplomatic, but I also respond. And I want other people who read the reviews to see our response as professional, not name calling, not being rude, just laying the facts out how we see them and laying the facts out. He'd never responded to any of this. So after we called him out, essentially to saying, hey, you didn't pay us the total bill. Also, you told us after we tore the roof off that you weren't going to pay us that day or the next day. You were going to pay us in a year from then. So that's just how I handle that one particular case. In any case, I'm always trying to fix the situation that is fair for both parties. And generally, I'm giving up something as far as money or time to make sure the customer is happy. If they're being unreasonable for some reason, I don't want to get to the review level, but he waited 3 years for this. I mean, we said, hey, we're not going to do the cricket because you did not pay us the total amount. So hope this helps. It's a little long-winded way, but I just, if there's bad reviews out there, respond to them, be super diplomatic. I definitely waited probably 12 hours, 24 hours before I actually responded. I really didn't want to be rude, didn't want to be emotional about it. It's really, really important because I'm positive that this has helped us sell more jobs because how we handled a negative review really helped future customers see that we care about our customers and that we're not going to ignore bad things and we care about our reputation. It's a huge, huge differentiator between your company and everyone else. Most people either don't respond or they respond poorly. So respond well, respond professionally, be diplomatic about it, and try to set processes in place that prevent any of these bad situations from happening in the first place.